Well, good morning, brothers and sisters. It is a beautiful day in Las Vegas, and I have decided that because the weather is so nice, I'm going to do this live stream outside. I'm out here by our beautiful entry sign, and I know for you it's probably backward, but I also know that our good and great friend Joseph, our amazing minister of all things online, will oh, that's better. We'll turn this around so that you'll be able to see it correctly. He covers up all of our mistakes. This morning I want to give you sort of a follow-up message. You recall a couple of weeks ago, I talked about a former, of all things, Secretary of Defense, who talked about in the intelligence world there are known knowns, things you know that you know. There are known unknowns, things you know that you don't know. But then there is the third category, which is the most challenging of all, the unknown unknowns, things that you don't know that you don't know. Those are the ones that can come right back and bite you from behind when you're not looking, because you don't know what you don't know. As part of the message, we talked that day about, how challenging it can be when we don't know things. But today I want to give you a different take on that. I want to talk about things we can control. Oh boy, do we love to control things, right? Maybe it's just me, but I sort of suspect it's kind of deep in the breed, deep in human nature, to want to be in control. We like control. Control makes us feel comfortable. It makes us feel safe. It makes us feel like we're not subject to the winds of change, which are just leisurely blowing through here right now. And yet, if there is anything that this time of COVID pandemic has taught us, it's that we are not in control. We don't get to be in control, and the control that we thought we had was really just an illusion. For we don't have that sense of control. So this morning I'm going to commend to you that same analogy from the Secretary of Defense, but let's change it a little bit and let's look at it in a little bit of a different way. Perhaps if we reimagine it, it could be, there are things we know that we can control. Right? I know that I can stand up and turn the camera off. That's within my control. There are also things we know we cannot control. I can't stop this breeze from blowing. If it gets to be too much, it's going to force me to go running inside because the wind will ruffle through the microphone and you won't be able to hear this. But that's beyond my control. I know that I can't control that. But then you get that third level. The things that we don't know that we can't control. Ooh, those are the harder ones, right? We can't control how other people are going to feel. We can't control what someone's going to think when they hear a certain piece of news. We can't make them think and feel the way that we would like to make them think and feel. I'm sorry to be the one to break that to you, my friends, but it is in fact the case. It is reality. So you're sitting there saying, well, okay, but how do I cope with that then? Well, first let's go back to step one and realize you're not in control and you don't have to be in control. God has got this, and hey, spoiler alert, you're not God, and neither am I. And so first let's give ourselves a bit of a break. The sun rose this morning, and not one of us pulled it up on the cord. The earth turns right now, and not one of us is making it spin on its axis. So first, give yourself a bit of a break. Second, turn to God. Give it to God and say, God, I'm going to say blah, blah, blah to someone. Please let them hear that with love. Please be with them. Please comfort them. Please strengthen them, for I don't have the ability to control this. And finally, knowing that you can't control it, think very carefully about how you're going to say things. Be certain that you're speaking love to people, even people that you just bump into in the grocery store. Speak words of love and be aware that everything you do is going to be perceived by someone else. One way or another. You can't control how they receive it, but you can certainly control how you send it. If you give positivity to the world may just receive it in a positive way. If you give antipathy to the world, they're probably going to receive it that way. And if you give negativity to the world, that's very likely how it's going to be received. So perhaps you do have some modicum of control. Just a little bit. Give yourself just that much and know that God has got this and you don't have to. That's it, my friends. Short message for you on this beautiful Las Vegas day. God loves you. I love you. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.